The twin towns of Bucha and Irpin, satellites of the Ukrainian capital Kiev, are now crime scenes. You still have bodies on the streets. Can't show you that. It's very difficult to comprehend what happened or under what circumstances that individual who's lying on the sidewalk was killed, who he was, because keep in mind we've seen one side of the story, but days later you have bodies still on the street and you don't know who or under what circumstances these individuals were killed and why their remains remain here many days after the Russians have gone. And it's not just in this location where many unidentified bodies can be found. 17 corpses sealed in body bags lay on the side of the road that were not there when we last visited. So what happened? The view from above offers a clue. We can see a trench leading to a Russian lookout fully intact, less than 50 meters from where the bodies are laid out, 5 days after the Russians departed. It's right next to this bridge, littered with abandoned and destroyed vehicles, leading towards the partially collapsed structure.
Over the past few weeks, we saw a lot of people try to cross these areas. The Russians were on one side, the Ukrainians on the other, civilians were underneath, trying to make their way across, crossing those boards right there, beyond that turned over car.
Further down past this bridge to nowhere are more signs of violence at this residential compound in Bucha, which turned into a war zone.
These were residential blocks and civilians were living in these areas, according to Ukrainian officials. Just look at that, walking on this glass. And nothing was spared here. Bore the brunt of whatever fighting took place here. His bullet was like probably, it's been turned over as a shield, and you can tell they just completely rumbled it.
An unaccounted for number of people were killed between the last week of February and the first week of April. In the towns of Bucha, Irpin and elsewhere, some of these killings were the result of crossfire, but it's clear others were targeted. And while one side says the other shares responsibility, there are more stories of what happened here that we may never know. Ali Mustafa, TRT World, Bucha, Irpin.